What's good with it, Black Goose TV family? Double salute as always. It's your boy Fluence Boxing. I'm back at it again with some Fluence Boxing news for my family members. As you can see, Sebastian Fundora, the young up and coming prospect, possibly the man to dethrone the one and only undisputed Jermell Charlo, is taking a stay busy fight against Carlos Ocampa on October 8th. Now, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Personally, if y'all want to hear my opinion, I think it's a great idea. I think it's necessary because remember, guys, Jermell Charlo versus Tim Tszyu is scheduled or most likely projected to happen in early of next year. People are saying around January, possibly February, leaning toward January. So if that's the case, after coming off such an amazing win that Sebastian Fundora had earlier in the year, against the likes of one of the better 154s, one of the guys we thought would be able to have a good chance at beating Jermell Charlo if he got the rematch, Erickson Lubin. Obviously, he dismantled Erickson Lubin, stopped him, the first stoppage of Lubin, other than the fact of him getting knocked out by the one and only Jermell Charlo. Sebastian Fundora is coming back with a stay busy fight against Carlos Ocampa. It's smart to me. He's a young guy, 24 years old. There's no reason for you to sit around and just wait. Why should you wait? Why should you wait on something that may not even happen? Because there's also the possibility, what if Tim Tszyu does end up beating Jermell Charlo? There's going to be a rematch clause. They're going to have to fight again. So that possibly could have Fundora waiting around maybe until maybe like the end of next year or towards the second half of next year to have an even chance at the belts, no matter who holds it, whether it's Jermell Charlo, whether it's Tim Tszyu, whether if Jermell Charlo drops the belts, moves up, whatever the case may be. I don't see Fundora actually having a real chance and sniff at those belts probably until late next year. Of course, unless Jermell Charlo does end up taking care of Tim Tszyu, then I think Jermell Charlo would be willing to take that fight because remember, we got Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence that we're going to be talking about that tonight in Fluence Boxing Live. I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight, so make sure y'all join me for that. But, what if Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence and he moves up, or Errol Spence beats Terrence Griffin, he moves up? So there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of obstacles that can come into place for someone like Fundora where it comes to him having a chance at the belt. Fundora is not widely renowned or widely loved as these other guys that I talked about. So him getting a shot at the belt, especially how young he is, it doesn't really matter who he beats. He's going to be kind of like the secondary option, if that makes sense. And I hate to say that, but it would be more of a, let's say Jermell Charlo, he wants a busy fight after Tim Tszyu, and he's waiting on maybe the Terrence Crawford fight at 154, Earl Spence at 154. Then maybe he'll fight Fundora. But I don't want to get too long-winded when it comes to the what ifs. I want to talk about what is actually happening, and that's Fundora versus Carlos Ocampa, October 8th. How do you guys feel about this fight? Is this something you guys are interested in? I like the fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I have Fundora definitely getting a W, but it's not an easy fight. Ocampa's no joke. He's a very solid opponent. If you guys don't remember, he did fight Earl Spence. He did get knocked out, but he gave him hell. But I think Ocampa is a very good opponent for Fundora, even though I got Fundora winning this joint. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Before we get into the article, make sure you guys hit the like button below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, notification gang, so you know whenever I'm dropping anything, of course. Last but not least, man, drop a comment. Let me know your perspective. It's all about what you guys think, not about what I think. That's why I do these videos, baby. It's for the family. Much love to the people. But let's go ahead. I'm going to read a little bit of this article so we can get just a little bit more details on this particular fight, so it doesn't seem like it's all hearsay. WBC interim junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fundora takes a stay busy fight against former Earl Spence Jr. knockout victim Carlos Ocampa on October 8th on Showtime at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Fundora is keeping busy while he waits for a world title shot against undisputed 154 champion Jermell. That's the fight that 24-year-old Fundora would much prefer to have, but with Charlo fighting only once a year, he's got to wait likely until 2024 before he gets a shot. Like I said, I think Jermell's going to fight more than once next year, so I don't think it's going to be that late. If all the stars align perfectly, he can fight him late next year. If they don't, then they're probably 2024 does seem like a more likely date for Fundora to happen to get a chance at that belt. Charlo will be defending against his WBO mandatory Tim Tszyu in 2023, so that would be likely Jermell's only fight next year. I don't believe that. I think he's going to fight again. Too much money out there. Ocampa was knocked out in the first round by Spence in 2018. Since the fight, Ocampa has won his last 11 contests against lower level opposition. So this is coming from Fundora. I think I've been ready since the last fight. We have to stay busy while the champion Jermell Charlo is doing his thing, whatever he's doing. I have to keep taking these hard fights and continue to grow. Carlos Ocampa is another ranked fighter. If we don't get Charlo in the next fight, then we have to fight another top contender as well in condition to grow. My father is Cuban. My mother is Mexican. But when it comes to the ring, I feel like my Mexican blood comes out. I'm excited to fight another Mexican fighter. 2 Mexicans headlining on Showtime is great for Southern California. It feels like my hard work is paying off, said Fundora. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great night. October 9th is going to be a great day for us. We've noticed that Ocampa is on an 11-fight winning streak, just like the opponent before, Lubin. He's been on a winning streak. Of course, we're not going to let it continue, but he's been on the rise. He's a ranked fighter, and I'm sure he's going to put on a show with me, and we're going to put on a great fight for you guys. I got hit with a good punch. I took a knee, and I need to resolve everything again. I got back up, and then the round after that, I came back to my game when he's talking about the fight against Erickson Lubin, where he got hurt. So, as you guys can see, this fight is official. It's happening. Fundora is ready for it. He's excited for it. He's talking his shit. Respect to that. How do you guys feel about it? Are you guys going to be watching? Do you care at all? Yeah, let me know as always, man. Drop it in the comments. Show some love, man. Hit the like button below. Subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Notification gang. Road to 5K as always. Fundora Ocampa happening October 8th. Fundora's back in the ring. Let's see if he can do the same thing to Ocampa that Spence did to him. Let's see if Fundora can have the same performance against Ocampa that he had against Lubin. It's going to be an interesting night. I'm going to be watching it. You already know what it is on the Arnold Schwarzenegger side of the game. I'll be back. But with more boxing, stay blessed. Nice.